All right, y'all, so welcome back to the channel, and today, as you can see, I am changing the oil. All right, y'all, so briefly, this is the oil change kit that I bought. I actually bought it off of Amazon, from the official Can-Am store on Amazon. You're gonna need a 5W40. It's 4 quarts. Inside the box, you're gonna get the filter. You need that. You're gonna get your oil, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get one of these smaller oil. They give you the exact measurement, so I'm gonna use everything that comes in the box. And here it goes right here. And you get all your O-rings and stuff. So nice, that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm not sure how much the service is to do it. I've been hearing somewhere around 100, 200, 300 bucks to get your oil changed. I don't know, but I do know about 40, 50 bucks. I can't quite remember. I bought this way back when I first bought the bike, about 6 months ago now. And so I can't quite remember what I paid. Maybe might have been about 60 bucks. I'm not sure. But the process is not that hard. I'm gonna walk y'all through it really quick. And here are the tools that we're using today. You've got this for your big oil cap at the bottom of your bike. You're gonna need a 10mm socket for the secondary plug. This one is an 11/8, 11/16, what's that? Yep, 11/16 socket for that big plug. And you may need this torque 30 nut to get to the bolts that are securing down your air filter. So let's look at that. All right, I'm sorry. I did say air filter. I meant the oil filter, which is located here. Let me back it up a little bit. It is definitely in a horrible spot. Trying to get to this screw right there is a pain in the butt just because you have these bars in the way. I was able to go ahead and get them. I kind of used one of my socket wrenches. I put an extension piece on it. That's what this was for, and it kind of moves a little bit. It was still a hassle, but I put a little bit of an extension piece on it, and I believe I have it somewhere. I think it's a 10mm. Oh, I put it up. I use this right here. It just so happened to fit perfectly. It doesn't give you the size of it, but it just so happened to fit the outer screw very well. And so I was able to get it off with that with the extension piece. The other 2 screws at the top, one there and one there, I was able to undo that with my hands, with my torque screwdriver. That's what I'm gonna call it, torque screwdriver. I was able to loosen those with this very easily, but that last one was a little bit tricky. All right, so you have a secondary nut, which is a smaller one, and that bigger oil nut. I've already loosened both of those, and I loosened everything up at the top, just to kind of ease my process when recording for y'all. But those are the 2 I'm gonna take out, drain the oil, open up the oil filter in the engine bay, take it out, put the new one in, let this finish draining. Then I'm gonna cap it up and put the new oil in. That's literally all that's to this process. So it shouldn't take too much longer now. I have also said this before, and I will say it again. These things right here, they're clutch. I love them. I absolutely love them. I use them for all of my cars. It beats having to jack anything up. You just literally roll onto it. They're very inexpensive. Definitely a favorite thing that I bought as far as maintenance wise. Gotta have it. Love them. Get them out of Walmart for about 10, 20 bucks. Anyway, you're also gonna wanna make sure you jack up the bike. I forgot to say that. That's probably gonna be the first thing you do. But if you haven't figured that out, yeah. But yeah, you're gonna wanna definitely jack up the bike. So we got the bike jacked up. We got everything loosened up. All there is now to do is to actually do it. So I'm gonna go ahead, get started, do it, and I'm gonna come right back. All right, y'all. So as you see, I've got the oil draining. It is a lot of oil. And you don't really need to change this. Per the manual is 6,000 miles. The dealer told me to come in after 1,000 miles. But here I am at about 2,500, and look at my filter. there's even some contaminants on it. So I definitely would recommend, if you're getting up to that 2,000 miles or so, just go ahead and change it. Just for your own self, you know, your own self peace of mind, your own peace of mind. Go ahead, change it. Nothing, you don't hurt anything from changing it. You just got good oil. So anyway, that's what my oil filter looks like. Here's my new filter. I have a black gasket in there. I'm gonna put that gasket on the top that I just took off. Get ready to put this back in after all the oil is drained, because there was some still sitting in that oil filter. And pretty much close up and put the new oil in. I was actually waiting for all the oil to come out of here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's oil sitting at the bottom of this oil can. And there's actually, if I can explain it, so it's almost like a tube. And once the oil gets below that little tube, nothing else will drain out. I did touch the bottom of it. I thought maybe something was plugged, but no, all the oil just goes to where that funnel is, that tube, and then that's it. So you're gonna have some residual old oil in there because it cannot funnel all the way. So at this point, I'm gonna put those little gaskets on. I'm gonna put my filter in. I'm gonna go ahead and cap everything, and then I will be ready for the final step, which is to add oil right there. So y'all stay tuned. So just wanted to point this out. This is how it came out of the oil filter housing. And you see how that's set up right there. That's where that little funnel or drain is for the oil. So that's where this is gonna sit. So it's gonna sit in. And I guess that's why there's that little funnel for this. I guess, I don't know. But that's kind of weird that oil does stay inside there. The old oil, it does stay inside there, unless there's another, and it's a lot, y'all. It's about a good, like that, good little finger length there. So yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna put this in and finish up. All right, y'all, so I have all the oil in. Little pro tip for y'all, even though you have this as a funnel, it's best to have another funnel so you can kind of tilt it like this. It is very hard to pour that open bottle into just that. So it's much better to put it in this funnel. Also, as a pro tip, if you get the oil change kit, they all come sealed. So while you're pouring in the oil, before you pour in the oil, you're gonna want to go ahead and open up all your bottles. That way you don't have to stop. You can just pick up the next bottle and keep on going. So I'm done here. I've already wiped this out. I just wanted to show that to y'all. I wiped that out. I have my dipstick. Go ahead, push it back in. It's in, and now the only thing left to do is to start the bike. All right, y'all, so I'm ready to get everything cleaned up, but before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and start the bike. I'm gonna let it recirculate for a little while, make sure I get everything nice and lubricated because I don't drain the whole system. And so while I'm cleaning up, that's what I'm gonna do. And let's just make sure we don't have any problems. So here we go. Moment of truth. And I think that's it, y'all. So thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all, so final thoughts. I just wanted to make sure I said this. Can-Am, BRP, they did an awesome job with that oil change kit. They gave you everything you need, the right amount of oil, and the process of doing it was very simple. Actually, it was very enjoyable, and I was able to do it with no trouble at all, except for that goddamn bolt right there. But was able to get to it. By the way, that bolt, the trick I think to that is, let's see if I can get in here. It's black, so of course you can't see it. For some reason my flash is not coming on, but there's this radiator hose that's right there. You can actually move it out the way, and you can access that bolt a lot easier if you move this radiator hose right there. If you kind of move it out of the way, just be careful not to over pull on it. But yeah, besides that, the process was very easy, and actually the bolts weren't even tightened on that much where it gave me any trouble at all. So Absolutely loved it. They did a great job, and I definitely recommend, if you have the time, go ahead and do it yourself. It's well worth it, and the process was very enjoyable. So anyway, y'all, that's gonna be it, and